Welcome everybody to the start of a brand new era of South Alabama football. I'm Austin Jordan. After years of building my love for this sport, studying the game, and creating college football content, it's finally time to step onto the sidelines as the head coach of the Jaguars. This isn't just another dynasty. This is about building a program the right way, a program that develops players, recruits the Gulf Coast, and represents the city of Mobile with pride. South Alabama is one of the youngest FBS programs in the country, but don't let that fool you. This university has everything you need to become a championship contender. Passionate fans, incredible facilities, a beautiful campus, and one of the most underrated recruiting territories in America. Just Google it. From the beaches of the Gulf Coast to the heart of Alabama, this program has the opportunity to build something special. As many of you know, my background is actually in psychology. I graduated from South Alabama. I've always believed football is just as much a mental game as it is a physical one. Talent wins games, but culture wins championships. Every decision we make, from recruiting to player development to game planning, will be built around creating a team that believes in each other and competes for 60 minutes every Saturday or Thursday. Our goal isn't just to win the Sun Belt, it's to put South Alabama on the national map for the long term. We want to bring conference championships back to Mobile, compete for New Year's Six bowls, believe it or not, and eventually fight our way into the college football playoff. That journey starts today. So in this season preview, we're going to break down the offense, the defense, our key playmakers, newcomers, the schedule, and my expectations for year one as head coach of the Jaguars. The climb begins now. Let's get to work. Go Jags and Jays up. So starting off, these are our primary strengths. The offense should be able to score points if the Jaguars can find the right combination on the line. Plenty of potential playmakers at running back and receiver return. However, the potential problems include the defense. The defense got ravaged in the transfer portal and is going to be mostly new, especially up front. Two of the key defensive players who did stay are recovering from major injuries. Senior Bishop Davenport is back at quarterback after starting every game last year, although he was pushed hard in the spring by sophomore Jared Hollins. Davenport can make things happen with his legs, but is not as confident a downhill passer as the big arm Hollins. A pair of program mainstays, running back Kentrell Bullock and receiver Devin Voisin, exhausted their eligibility, but the skill positions are in solid hands. Veterans Keenum Phillips and P.J. Martin form a steady 1-2 punch in the backfield, while sophomore Trayvon Dunbar looked like a difference maker in the spring. At receiver, Brandon Jenkins, Anthony Eager, and Michael Woods have plenty of experience. Though Eager missed the spring with a broken wrist, veteran tight end Rod Gibbs is also back. The line lost 3 starters to the portal, with only guard Kenton Dorito, who played center in the spring, and tackle Ethan Hubbard returning. Transfers Shalik Hubbard, Kerry Lee, and Devon Waller will battle holdovers Reese Osewusu and Jamal Siller to fill out the starting 5. In an unprecedented move, head coach Major Applewhite will go from head coach to OC. He must fight his conservative urges and attack defensive more if the Jaguars are going to improve on their 26.5 point average of last season. Austin Jordan has something to say about that. One of the top newcomers on offense, tight end Everett Hunter. The Jaguars like to utilize more than one tight end in their offense, but didn't have a real playmaker in the passing game last season. Hunter caught 24 passes and scored 3 touchdowns at Nicholls State in 25 and could become a weapon at South Alabama. Watch out for him. New coordinator Todd Orlando has directed very good defenses in various coaching stops, but he faces a major task to build a decent unit in Mobile. The Jaguars lost 6 defensive linemen to the transfer portal. Defensive end Emmanuel Waller, who made 6 starts last season, is probably the best of the returning group. Defensive tackle Amari Smiley showed promise as a true freshman late last year. 2-year starting inside linebacker and defensive captain Blaine Myrick also left via the transfer portal, and promising sophomore Caleb Dozier is still recovering from a season-ending foot injury. Edge rusher Terrell Johnson is one of just 3 returning starters on the defense, but he might not be ready for the beginning of the 26th season after suffering a knee injury in November. The secondary also sustained big losses, including all Sun Belt cornerback Nehemiah Chandler to Florida State. Javon Henderson, a starting cornerback last year, has shifted to the nickel position, a key spot in Orlando's defense. Cole Blaylock, a veteran special teamer who will likely start this year, could emerge as a defensive leader. Place kicking was a constant problem last year, so the Jaguars brought in transfers Dylan Freeby and Peyton Argent to compete with holdover Davis Little, 13 of 15 on PATs. Freeberry appeared to have the edge at Springs End. Alaski Malakani is back for year 3 as a primary punter. He averaged 40.4 yards on 49 attempts in 2025. Not only are there more than 40 new players on this roster, but only 2 assistant coaches returned. This could be a pivotal season for the Jaguars, who are aiming to at least get back into a bowl game in 2026. Now let's run down this 2026 projected starters list. On offense, quarterback number 4, returning starter Bishop Davenport, 6'2", 210, senior. Running back number 21, Keenan Phillips, 5'10", 188, junior. Wide receiver number 12, Brendan Jenkins, 5'11", 194, senior. Wide receiver number 11, Anthony Eager, 6'1", 182, junior. Wide receiver number 6, Michael Woods, 6 foot, 190, senior. Tight end number 19, Rod Gibbs, 6'4", 251, senior. Left tackle number 68, Reese Esiwusu, 6'4", 321, junior. Left guard number 64, Jamal Seiler, 6'4", 304, sophomore. Center number 69, Keaton Dorito, 6'3", 330, senior. Right guard number 57, Shalik Hubbard, 6'4", 325, senior. Returning starter, right tackle number 72, Ethan Hubbard, 6'6", 310, junior. Defense as follows. Defensive end, number 9, returning starter, Emmanuel Waller, 6'3", 267, senior. Nose tackle, number 97, Steven Johnson, 6'4", 324, junior. Defensive tackle, number 90, Amari Smiley, 6'1", 250, sophomore. Linebacker, number 20, returning starter, Terrell Johnson, 6'2", 248, senior. Linebacker, number 22, Caleb Dozier, 6'2", 239, sophomore. Linebacker, number 26, Parker Shatuck, 6'1", 219, junior. Nickelback, number 2, returning starter, Javon Henderson, 5'10", 190, senior. Cornerback, number 24, Myron Darby, 5'11", 181, junior. Cornerback, number 10, Savion Kennan, 5'10", 180, sophomore. Safety, number 14, Cole Blaylock, 6 foot, 191, junior. Safety, 17, Dallas Young, 6 foot, 198, junior. Now here's your South Alabama Jaguars 2026 schedule. Starting off at home, September 5th at Southeast Louisiana. Going on the road September 12th at Tulane. Returning back home on September 19th versus Ohio. Going on the road against an SEC opponent on September 26th at Kentucky. Then returning home on October 3rd versus UL Monroe. Going on the road October 8th at Arkansas State. Continuing their road trip on October 20th at Marshall. Returning home on October 31st versus Louisiana Tech. Going on the road on November 7th at Louisiana. Then a slate of rivalry games begins. At home, November 14th versus Troy. In-state rival. Troy Trojans. We hate them. Then going on the road to Hattiesburg, November 21 at Southern Miss. November 27th to finish out the year at home, Appalachian State. Next up, your projected record for the South Alabama Jaguars. Your 2026 USA Jaguars are projected to go 5-7, with wins over Southeast Louisiana, Ohio at home, ULM at home, Louisiana Tech at home, and a road game in Southern Miss to extend the win streak against the Eagles. This is a disappointing year for the Jaguars, but they do have some potential toss-ups to get to that bowl 6-6 record. Appalachian State is a home game that's a toss-up, and Arkansas State or Marshall on the road, these are toss-up games. So good luck me. Wish me luck, boys. I know y'all don't care. I know you really don't care. If you stayed this long in the video, you might care, but I know you really don't care. I think y'all want to see me fail. That's what's happening here. You know, your own commish, you'd rather see me fail and burn to the ground. But we gonna see about it now, boys. Last Dynasty, I was the first user to get to the national championship, and I failed. I never got one. This is going to be different, boys. Hopefully, we can go 2 years with this. If you stayed this long, make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate the hell out of y'all. Peace out. J's up, baby.